order arrangement. So the last lesson, I said that you should finish the rest of the question by referring to the example. But on your textbook, the example relates to grouping and separation. So to make sure you remember this. All right, now let's discuss the question together. Number 5 on page 9. Get ready. No worksheet, write down the correct answer. Yo-Yo, what happened? Yo-Yo check, what happened? Write down something on a piece of paper. Okay, and then transfer them to your worksheet. All right, now an 8-digit candidate numbers is formed by the order arrangement. Remember, permutation, that means order arrangement of 8 digits. All right, there are 8 digits here. That means you arrange all of them. All right, now how many different 8-digit candidate number can be formed? All right, that means in the first question, if there are no restriction 冇限制之後啦，究竟有幾多個不同嘅 8-digit number? That means 8-digit candidate numbers. So before you do it, you should show me what you are finding. And then this one very simple. Because only 8 digits form the 8-digit candidate number, that means you select all, just 8 factorials. So and then you find out the correct exact values. Or 8P8, the same. Okay, and then the second one. If the last 3 digits of the candidate number must be pi number. The last 3 digits. Part B here. Alright, so step 1, that means you try to select the 3 digits. Alright, they are the pi number. You place it at the right hand side. And then I would like you to tell me how many 8-digit number can be formed. That means the rest of them randomly you place them here. That means the rest. So now you can see there are the 2 steps. The first step, select 3 pi number from the pi number amongst these 8 digits. So it's including 2, 3, 5. One more should be 7. That means in these 4 digits, you select any 3 of them and then arrange them in these 3 positions. Once you have selected 3, how many digits are left? 5. The rest of the digits need not select, but you should arrange them. That means 5P5 or 5 factorial. Okay? 最尾嗰5個啦，剩翻5個 digits 全部都要排晒喺前邊。總言之，最尾嗰3個一定要係 pi number。咁你咪由 pi number 嗰4個 pi number 揀3個出嚟排列咯。咁所以先做咗呢個 step 先啦。And then arrange the remaining numbers, okay, to fill the remaining 5 digits. So now you can just find the product of them because it involves step. So remember, state numbers of candidate numbers. Okay. I repeat, this one can be written as 5 factorial. Okay, same, no different. Part C. The last 4 digits and the first 4 digits and the last 4 digits of the 8 digits candidate number are formed by what? Pi number, okay, and the composite number. Alright, so now what does it mean? That means the left side. Maybe I put it here. Alright, you can find out these are the pi number. And how about the other 4? These are the composite number. Composite number, that means 合成數即係非質數就係合成數啦。Okay, so now you should show me like this. The first 4 should be pi number, 質數. The last 4 must be the composite number. So now what are the steps? Step 1. Amongst the 4 pi numbers, you select all of them and then place it at the beginning. So that means no choices. Just arrange them. 排晒佢哋咯，都唔使揀啦，排晒佢哋。咁所以咧 4 factorial 可以嘅。Okay, and then another 4 digits you can find out the rest of the 4 digits they are the composite number exactly. So you select them and then arrange them That means step 2, you select them now. Once it involves step multiplication, so it's 576. This is the ways to do it. Any problem? Okay, step by step, remember using multiplication rules. Next question. Last lesson I have told you how to do it, but you should show me the step. Alright, this question is about grouping. Okay, I suggest that refer to the example. You can remark it on your textbook. That means example 11, 10.11. I thought 4 boys and 5 girls are selected from 7 boys and 10 girls to queue up. Once you queue up, arrange them. 呢啲咁嘅字眼咧，唔該你記住啦，即係話要排列嘅列隊啊，咁排列啦，即係有 order arrangement 啦。In how many possible arrangements are there if all boys must stand on the right of girls? So this is part 8, last lesson I've told you. So in this case, what should you do? There are 7 boys. You select 4 of them only. So 7C4, and then arrange them on the right. How about girls? Now amongst the 10 girls, you select 5 only, and then you select them and then arrange them 10P5. Step by step you do it. That means step 1, select boy and then select girl. Maybe some student you say that, can you select girl first and then select boy? Up to you. But make sure boys must stand on the right only, not interchange them. 冇調轉嘅。總言之，男仔一定喺右手邊嘅第一個部分，記住。So just find out the product and then using your calculator find out the answer. The answer has been uploaded to the share drive. You can find out the final answer. But how about the second part? When you interpret the question, be careful. This one, just the boys stand at one end, girls at the other end. That means there are 2 cases. The first case, same as this one. Same. Boys on the right, girls on the left. But you can interchange them because it only say that at one end. 喺一邊就得㗎啦。咁即係可能男仔喺右邊，可能男仔喺左邊，兩個情況你都要諗清楚，諗埋啦。Okay, so there are 2 cases. That means there are 2 key methods to arrange them. So for the first one, boys on the right. That means same as this one. But how about the second one? Girls on the left, on the right, for example. That means suppose you arrange the girls on the right first. This one should be 10P5. And then arrange the boy, also 7P4. But now these 2 arrangements, they are the distinct methods to arrange them. That's why you add them. Maybe some of them you ask me, can you just use multiplication? Because these 2 expressions exactly the same. Of course, yes. That means it looks like to arrange the 2 groups. 其實咧，好似臨尾啦，而家男仔綁埋一齊，女仔咧綁埋一齊。其實呢度有2件物件你要交換，咁有幾多個 arrangement ？2 factorial 咯。咁所以乘個2呢一度，或者 2P2 都得。Okay. So now, any other ways you use it, you present it. So now you just multiply the answer in part A by 2. This is the answer. Okay. So to make sure you understand, this is the typical question. Second one, second key specific case is about separation. 除咗 group 埋哋一齊企啦，有可能要你分開嚟企嘅。This is example 13. Last lesson I discussed with you. Snowden and Cyrus watched the movies in the cinema with 6 friends. That means totally there are 8 persons. They sit in a row. Find the numbers of possible sitting arrangement. Or if Snowden and Cyrus sit at 2 ends. Okay, that means like this. These figures. But please remember that there are also 2 cases if you think about it. Now when you refer to this case, Snowden on the left, but Cyrus on the right, you can also think about it. Or maybe Cyrus on the left, Snowden on the right. Okay, there are 2 different arrangements. And how about the rest of 6 friends just in between them? So now, for example, you consider case 1. Case 1 啦，要我嘅assign Snowden and Cyrus 啦 sit at the two end. I thought now they have the arrangement. That means 2P2. OK， 呢兩個人一定係排喺最尾㗎啦。咁佢哋嘅排列有幾多個方法啊？咪就係呢兩個方法咯。This one, Snowden on the left. OK, Cyrus on the right 啦。And then the second one should be this one. OK. But maybe someone, can you say that? Can you just consider the first case and then say that one first? You can. 因為佢哋一定係擺呢一度㗎啦，而呢一個咧唔需要揀，一定係擺呢一度嘅。咁所以1乘1，即係你可以咁樣去諗嘅。如果睇第一個 case 啊。How about the middle one or the 6 friends or you arrange them? You need not select them. You can say that 6 factorial or 6p6. So this is the first case. But now how about the second case? The second case, the arrangement more or less the same. So finally you multiply it by 2 only. Alright, because for the second arrangement, also like this, no difference. But once you multiply it by 2, because the numbers of arrangement of the 2 cases are the same, you can add them or just multiply it by 2. So in the other word, you can show me the arrangement of Snowden and Cyrus first. That means P2P 喺呢兩個人裏邊揀晒呢兩個人出嚟排列喺呢兩個位置 ，and then arrange the rest of the 6 friends. So now this is the ways to do it. But how about the second one? They must not sit next to each other. That means this one separation 分開佢哋一定要，即係呢兩個人一定要分開嘅。咁上堂我已經教過點做㗎啦。So now if you show me the figures, arrange the 6 friends first. Suppose F1, F2, F3 and so on. Alright, when you arrange them 6 factorials or 6p6 And then what should you do so that you can separate S and C? Just place them in between the 6 friends, any 2 positions, and then arrange them. So in this case, there are 7 spaces, and I select any 2, and then arrange them. So this is the ways to do it. Any problem? Any problem? So when you try to find the answer should be this. Okay? Alright, if you don't have the problem, there is another ways to do this question. Maybe later I describe. Okay. So it's number 8. Also separation and grouping. Now a queue is formed by 3 teachers and 4 students. Now find out the numbers of queues can be formed if the teachers and students stand alternatively. I remember this word. 隔住咁，即係好似等同於你隔行 alternative line， 即係你可能英文實文要 alternative line 嘅，即係呢一個字啦 alternative。So what does it mean? I now, for example you arrange a student first. There are 4 students. Suppose S1, S2, S3, S4. So how about the teachers? Alternatively should be teachers. So if the first one is student, second one should be teachers. T1, T2, T3. Only 3 teachers. That means just like this. Understand what I mean? So in this case, if you arrange the student first, that means 4 factorial or 4p4. But how about teachers? Can you place teachers here? 可唔可以擺呢兩個位啊？我話一路隔住嘅，但係得3個老師啫喎，唔可以。因為如果你擺咗其中一個 teachers 喺度嘅時候咧，第2個 teachers 假設喺度啦，第3個咧你擺喺度嘅話咧，佢唔係 alternatively， 因為冇第4個老師，所以學生 S3 同 S4 會擺埋一齊。其實就好似分隔開乜嘢啊？其實想分隔開啲老師啊，得唔得？呢一度咁所以啦，一定係淨係得呢3個位，咁有冇得揀啊？真係〜冇得揀啦，淨係用呢3個位排晒呢3個老師啦。So in this case, 3 factorial or 3p3 得唔得？唔係5個位裏邊揀3個位，係3個位裏邊就係擺呢3個老師啦。咁所以就係排佢哋咯，喺呢3個位。So now the answer should be 144. Remember, describe what you are finding. You may say that numbers of cubes. And then the second one teachers must stand together. Okay, I've told you this one this example. Once you need to let teachers sit together, stand together, you tie them up, trip them at one unit. 將呢三個老師好似一組咁樣啦 ，T1、T2、T3， 同啲學生一齊排啦。This is one of the possible arrangement. Okay, maybe you can find a student first, and then 3 teachers together. Okay, and then second student, and so on. This is the meanings of the second part, but you have a lot of arrangement. I thought in this case, if you consider this one, the 3 teachers, you trip them at one unit. That means totally there are 5 groups you need to arrange. Okay, how many different arrangement for them are? You can find out 5 factorial first, 5 factorial. And then teachers has also the arrangement on their own. So 3 factorials. So that in this case, the answer should be, just using your calculator, you find out. 720啦。OK， 呢兩種嘅特別嘅計算方法咧，唔該你記住啦，一個係 grouping， sorry 呢個係 separation。Okay, and then the second one should be group them. So make sure you bear in mind about these 2 special cases. The last one, a queue is formed by 3 secretaries and 8 workers. Now find the numbers of queues can be formed if no secretaries stand next to each other. 一定要分隔開佢哋嘅，咁即係 separation 啦。凡係 separation 咧，你用第一個方法得㗎啦，其實有2個方法做嘅，咁一陣有機會先講啦。I thought first of all arrange these 8 workers. Okay, suppose this is W1. Okay, I use the red one. And then since you need to separate the 3 secretaries, so you place them in between the workers. So now there are a lot of places for them. Alright, now there are 9. You select any 3 and then arrange them. So to remember, step 1, arrange the worker. 8 factorial. Okay, because there are 8 workers. Second step, I separate the secretaries. So you select any 3 position for them out of 9. So that this is the ways to separate them. Any problem? All right, and then now the last one. The last one, try to interpret this one. Alright, so now you can find out at most 2 workers stand next to each other. 淨係得2個 workers， 最多得2個 workers 咧係可以黐埋一齊嘅。OK， 冇㗎啦。So now you should think about the arrangement by drawing the figures. Because there are 8 workers okay, so if you have arranged them, just take this one as an example. Or you always draw the figures and help yourself to interpret it. Or if you would like to let at most, or 2 workers at most or sit next to each other, that means where should you place the secretary? 啲秘書擺邊度先最多得2個？嗱，如果我擺呢一度，假設啦，咁第2個 secretary 我擺呢一度。第3個呢一度得唔得咧？咁樣得唔得咧？點解唔得啊？呢度真係2個，呢度都真係2個，但係呢度點啊？3個，呢度得1個嘅啫，1個係可以嘅，因為佢話 at most 啊嘛，1個係得嘅。好啦，咁而家應該點樣擺嗰啲 secretary 先啱咧？呢2個咧擺，假設 S2、S3 擺咗喺度啦，咁 S1 應該擺喺邊度啊？佢話 at most 啊嘛。咁 咁冇辦法啦，唯一就係可以擺呢一度。擺第一個位得唔得啊？唔得，4個啦已經。So now no other choice. That means only one case here. Alright, so now at this moment, that means if you arrange the worker 8 factorial, you need not select them lah, just arrange them in these 8 positions lah. And how about the secretaries? They must place in these 3 positions. So against no other choice, you can find out 3P3 or 3 factorials. So finally, you can find the answer using your calculator. So the answer should be this one. Any question? Any question about permutation, order arrangement? Make sure you understand and then think about the cases. If there is only one case, consider whether it involves the multiplication rules or not. So if you don't have the problems, listen carefully. Today I would like you to do those questions on your test book and then you practice more. So to mark down the question. You can write the answer on your test book. Next lesson, I will give you the answer. 13 to 21. Mark it down. Exercise 10BR. Okay. And some question relates to grouping, separation. Number 30, you can see the examples. Reference examples. 31 and 32. Please mark the question. That's the end of this part. So tomorrow we will check the answer. Today I give you the brief introductions about the next one. This one, back to what you have learned about permutation first. Please remember permutation, it means order arrangement. For example, this one. Back to page 18. Page 18. 記住啦，其實咩叫 order arrangement 啦？即係話你揀完啲人出嚟，你要排列佢嘅。譬如啦 ，A、B、C、D 有4個人，我而家淨係有得3張凳嘅啫。咁當完你好似揀3個人出嚟，但係記住係要排佢哋位嘅，喺一行裏邊。咁所以啦 ，A、B、C 你揀咗出嚟，同 A、C、B 係唔同嘅嘢嚟嘅。呢度已經有2個 order arrangement 啦，有 order 嘅，有次序嘅。好啦，但係跟住最尾嗰部分咧，我簡單講一次咩叫做 combination， 中文叫組合，即係揀咗出嚟就得㗎啦，唔需要排嘅。Or no arrangement. So when you refer to the last part, section 10.3 on your worksheet, or a selection of objects without considering order. This one is called as combination 組合。唔需要諗佢次序嘅，即係你揀咗啲人出嚟咧就得㗎啦，即係做緊 selection. So back to this example. So in this case, if you try to modify this one, these 6 permutation, all of them consist of what? A, B, C. So it becomes one combination. 其實呢6組嘅order arrangement 咧，其實就成為一個 combination 㗎啦，因為6組裏邊都係得 A、B、C 啫嘛。如果我唔睇個 order，其實呢度有一個組合係揀咗 A、B、C 嘅。好啦，跟住呢6個係咪呢6個 ？sorry 唔好意思唔係呢6個，揀得唔好。睇翻呢一度啦，第一行係咪全部都有 A、B、C 呢度？咁咧呢度成為一個 combination， 一個組合。總之揀咗呢3個人就叫一個組合㗎啦，唔需要 order。Don't lean on the table, please. Yo ho. Okay, and then how about the second one? These 6 all consist of A, B, D, one combination. And then this one, also one combination. This one, all of them consists of B, C, D, and other one combination. That means totally, these 24 order arrangement, there are only 4 combinations. If you are asked to tell me how many ways to select 3 person, not arrange them, only 4 ways. 如果我問你啦，有幾多種方法，有幾多個組合係揀3個人出嚟嘅，即係有幾多個3人組合？其實呢個純粹得4種嘅啫。咁但係如果你話我要排列埋嘅，咁呢度有24種。Alright, so now you can find out this one. But how do you find out the numbers of selection? That means numbers of combination. So this one, we can just use the simple symbols to do it. This one should be C. Okay. Once you say that, I would like you to have 4 person. You select any 3. If you use calculator, to find out, you can check whether it's 4. For the case 4 letter, you select any 3. Where can you find out the key? On your textbook, it mentioned the key should be division sign. So in case you would like to find out 4C3, so what should you do? You can press 4 and then shift key using the division sign key, division. So it shows you C here, and then enter, you select 3 person. So it shows you 4. 4個 letter 裏邊揀3個出嚟，究竟有幾多個組合啊？得4個嘅啫。So to make sure you understand this one. Any problem? So if you don't have the problems now, I showed you the use of it. Now refer to this example on your textbook. Open your textbook, example 10.15. Get ready now. So study the question. The class committee of 5A consists of 5 members. Now the class teachers wants to nominate some of the members for an award. Now find the numbers of possible combination if 3 of the members are selected. So you can also use the word selected. 佢而家要揀3個人出嚟啫，去攞獎。咁但係咧個 class committee 咧有5個人，我隨意揀3個人出嚟攞獎啫。揀需唔需要有 order 㗎？唔需要有 order 嘅，揀3個人出嚟啫。So in this case, we just use 5C3 to find out. Okay, for example, you can also list them out. Suppose there are 5 persons called as ABC. So now once you select, for example, ABC, this is one combination. But you will not consider CB8 because these 2 involve order. But this one just the numbers of combination. That means how many ways to select them. So this one will not be will not be considered. So it's just 5C3. Okay, how about the second one? 2 of the members are not nominate. 一定唔會揀其中兩個嘅。So this one, that means 2 of members chosen are not nominate. So in this case, that means also 5C, but 5C2. 好啦，咁即係咩意思咧？咁想你留意一下啦，有2個一定唔會被揀嘅，唔會被 nominate 嘅 5C2。咁但係我想你睇下呢2個答案一唔一樣啊？一唔一樣啊？記住啦，5C2同5C3冇分別嘅。你揀咗剩嘅人，咁即係剩翻嗰3個咧就會被揀啦。咁所以個結果係一樣嘅呢一度。Okay. So immediately can you do the quick practice? There are 20 children in a class. In how many ways can 5 of them be chosen to form a group? Just form a group. You need not consider orders. So this one just selection. Okay, so that means the numbers of combination. So 20C5. Okay, and then you use calculator to find the answer. So the answer should be 15,504 lah. Okay. Emily, don't do the worksheet now. Okay, and then how about the second one? The second one are 15 of them be chosen to form the group. How many ways? 揀5個嘅時候啦，你見到有15,504。但啦，如果我揀剩翻嘅人，你望下有咩特別 ？20 C 15 same answer。你揀剩翻嘅人咧，其實個 combination 一樣，冇分別㗎，記住。Okay. So in this case, please remember, if you select 1 out of 4 person, same as what? Select 3 out of the 3rd person. No different. This one you can see 4C1 is the same as 4C3 because also this one 3 student left or this one 1 student left. So you can find that they are the same. Okay. Alright, so this one you apply the selection. Okay, that means you use combinations to find out the numbers of ways. Now I showed you one more example. Alright, this example you should bear in mind. Alright, in a particular 7 different handbags and 13 different dresses are neatly a white product. Alright, in how many different ways can Amy select 3 handbags and then 4 dresses? Okay, 4 dresses. 好啦，今次啦都唔使排列嘅，而家唔係揀人跟住排隊，純粹咧揀3個 handbag 同4件衫啫，4件裙啦，4件裙。好啦，逢係同 selection 有關，唔需要 order 嘅，我係 combination. So now what should you do? Involve step. Step 1, what should you do? Select handbag now, for example, and then select 4 dresses. But how do you select it? Right now you can see these are the steps. So no order arrangement. So out of 7 handbags, select any 3. Just about selection. 7C3. Step 1. Step 2. Remember, once it involves step multiplication rule. I select 4 dresses out of what are 13 dresses. So it should be 13C4 multiplication rules. Okay, I think part A not difficult for you to understand. Remember, no arrangement, no order arrangement, just using C to find it. That means just selection. 逢係就咁揀嘢，唔需要排列咧，我哋用 C 嘅，得唔得？好啦 ，second part very important. Mark it down. Suppose Amy must buy particular handbag. Amy 咧一定會揀其中一款嘅手袋嘅，咁即係使唔使揀咧嗰款？佢一定買㗎啦。嗰7個袋裏邊咧，其中一個袋佢一定買嘅，咁即係嗰個袋使唔使揀㗎？嗰個袋有一個袋我哋叫 A1 啦，當唔使揀㗎啦 ，A1 佢一定買嘅，咁即係嗰個袋你已經可以撇走咗啦。即係話剩翻嗰6個裏邊，佢要揀幾多個啊？2個。嗱，咩叫做 particular handbag 一定揀啦？即係唔使揀㗎啦，一定買嘅。嗰個已經唔使揀㗎啦。OK，and then 啦 ，second one particular dress she must not buy。13條裙裏邊啦，有一條裙佢一定唔會揀嘅，即係剩翻12條裙裏邊，佢仍然要揀幾條裙啊？仍然要揀幾條裙啊？3條。佢話一條裙佢唔會揀啫，咁就佢仍然最後都要買3條噶嘛。雖然4條噶嘛 ，sorry 4條啊。So I repeat, originally 啦 ，there are 7 handbags, okay, but one particular handbag she must buy, must. That means she still select 2 of them. Okay, out of 6. How about dress? Originally, there are 13 dresses. Okay, but one particular dress she must not choose. That means there are only 12, but she still select what are 3 dresses. Understand what I mean about this sentence? This is part B. Think about it. So now, in this case, step 1. I select handbag, but there are 2 handbags she needs to select. So you can find that out of 6, that means 6C2 for the first one, step 1. 6C2 this one. And then how about dresses? And then she select 3 dresses out of 12. So now when you refer to the step, this one should be 12C4. 12C4. Oh, sorry, 4. I make the mistakes. Okay. This is 4. So now, step by step, you do it. So you use multiplication rules to find the answer. So on the next page, you can find out such ways to do it. Okay? So this is the special case you should bear in mind about it. Listen carefully. Besides the exercise 10B, I would like you to do the worksheet. Okay, number 1 to 4. 1 to 4. So these 4 questions. Listen carefully. I would like to return the statistics, this worksheet back to you. Okay. So subject coordinator come out. Yes. Subject coordinator, please. And some of them not yet submit your worksheet. And Crystal, I have returned the worksheets to you. Okay, the mark script. So to anyone, if you submit your worksheets to me online, I will also mark it online. But if you don't have the hard copies, you can ask me. Okay. Because you need to finish MC question okay, later. Alright, so listen carefully. I have posted all the solution to the Google Classroom. I thought not Google Classroom, Share Drive. You can find out the solution in DSE paper. This is DSE. So it's when you refer to the Share Drive So I suggest that you prepare well for your quiz. Okay, I said that on Wednesday, you will have the quiz. This is the DSE practice, because this is the past paper. DSE statistics by section, and then you can find out the solution just after that. Okay. I haven't asked you to do the foundation question. 同學啦，唔該，如果你諗住抄網上嘅答案啦，即係 DSE paper 網上好多答案啦，唔該你都睇清楚啲。其實咧呢一 part 咧，我打錯字 ，mean 嚟嘅應該係啦，我打咗 media， 咁所以咧同學咧照抄翻 mean 嘅答案俾我，咁所以咧呢一度咧我冇計到分嘅，我計分呢3張 paper。Alright, so now I would like to discuss briefly the first question. Can you do correction on your own? Okay. So this one, section 9.2 about range and IQR. Alright, the bar chart below shows the distributions of the age of the children in the group. So now the median 7.5. So now the median should be 7.5. That means here. What does it mean? 咩叫中位數啊？即係假設啦，我成班有40人，我話同學咧呢一班嘅中位數係20.5分，唔好啦，唔好用呢個啦，50.5分啦，假設中位數。咁即係話啦，我喺呢度界落去嘅時候，前面有幾多個人啊？如果話成班有40，即係前面有20個人，後邊都係20個人，即係個 frequency 一樣。好啦，咁而家我想你揾 A 同 B。I will make use of it lot. That means the frequency in the upper half and the lower half should be the same. Lower half 11 plus 8. How about upper half? The sum of 11, B and 4 I find out using their frequency. Alright, now you can find out the relation of A and B. But A and B must be positive number啦, besides. Alright, when you refer to this one, A must be greater than 11. 睇個圖就知啦 ，A 一定係大過11嘅。Okay, and then how about B? B must in between 11 and 4. So to consider the possible values because A must be greater than 11 integer 12 first. 12先啦，不如。Alright, if this one is 12, A is 12. How about B B must be 8. Is it possible to be 8可以啦，8喺度嘛。Okay, if A should be 13, alright, that means B should be 9. Is it possible Yes, also in this range for B. But when A should be 14, alright, B should be what 10. Greater than 10 more. So next one impossible So maybe more than one pairs of value. So these two are the answer. 兩對都啱嘅。Alright, but how about part B? Alright, part B, I would like you to find 4 more students now join the group. Alright, if they have the different ages okay, different ages. Alright, the range of the age remains unchanged. 範圍不變。個 range 係唔變嘅，但係呢4個人啦嘅歲數咧係點㗎？不同嘅，咁即係話呢4個位啦，好啦 ，because we would like to find the greatest possible median. So now is there any change in the mean? Or you should consider So now that means the age of the 4 new students should be 7, 8, 9, 10. So now, or if you consider the frequency now you can find that the greatest median must be also 8 only. 每個都加1因為如果你用呢兩組嘅 A、B 去揾翻咧，其實兩組每個加1嘅時候咧，其實個 median 無論點呢兩組都好，都會係8嚟嘅。Okay. Alright, tomorrow maybe I discuss in details with you about part B and the rest of some question. Okay, so let's bring it back to school. But today I would like you to refer to the model answer in the shared drive first. Bring it back to school tomorrow. Okay.